Alright, a fresh login to my WordPress dashboard allows me to see a lot of things. Welcome to WordPress, and this will show the version. So this filming, this time I'm creating this video, is a 6.1.1 version. WordPress updates frequently. So I'm going to dismiss that right now. I don't need that in my way. Okay, we're going to look at what the dashboard includes. A lot of this I never use. It's just messages. Some of it's pertinent, some of it's not. This will teach you how to create your form. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just getting into a brand new website and I want to be able to know what's going on here. So this is my dashboard. This gives me the name of my site. When I click on visit site, I usually open it in a new tab, so I keep my dashboard open as well. But it'll show me what my site is. And right now it's a mess, so I'm not going to go there. All right, so the home updates. Home is where we are right now. Updates would mean there would be a red indication here that you want to update things. Posts are where you'll be putting your blogs. And you have all posts, add new categories and tags. Each of those will be dealt with differently as we get into posts. Media is your media library where you add images and use the images that you have. So that's their places to add images there. To add a new image, you just click on that and select a file and bring it up from your computer. So you have saved it someplace and just open and add it. What I like to warn you about when you're doing images is always make sure that they have a name. Don't upload an image that would have something such as image 93. You want a description on there because Google does not read images. All search engines at this point do not have the ability to read images. So you want it to have a name. So I would click on this. This is one of my offerings. I want to make sure I have an alternative text placed in here. And then I just copy and paste that to the description. So I'm just going to take a minute here. It's just I'm just putting the title of this. Oops, I want an O in there. And it's a checklist bundle. And I misspelled that, so I'm going to put the K in there. Often I will put my domain name in there as well. For now, the description is for alternative text. Both of these need to be, again, with your keywords, because search engines do not read the image itself, but will read these. Okay, that does need to be saved. I've got that there. I'm going to click, and it's in there. So if I were to click on it again, I see the description. So that's how you upload to your library. Pages are where you will be writing the basic information on your website. You want a home page. You want a blog page. Your blog page will be blank. There's some draft pages here. You do want a privacy policy. Your website will come with a sample page. You can view that. It just shows you how to find it, how things will look on your website when you do a page. So this is a sample page. I'm going pretty fast through here because I'm not teaching you how to use these. I'm just describing the dashboard for now. So all pages, add new. Add new has also got a button up here. So if I wanted to add a new page, I would do that. And it'll bring in. Now I'm using Elementor, so it's going to give me that as well. And I will explain Elementor in a moment. Log into tech. Plugins. I went to a different site. All right, so we went to, no, this is the wrong site. I want to go back in here. Where did it go? There we go, Tech Labs. Terry, pause. Okay, I'm back in on the dashboard. I'm in the plugins section. I jumped down a few. I've got Elementor, which is my theme base plugin installed. because it is one of my favorites. There's a free version and there's a pro version. If you work with me, we can get in on the pro version at reasonable cost. It just gives you some more bells and whistles to add onto your website. The free version is perfectly fine. Comments is where you would navigate through and review comments as people make comments on your blog. So pages, we were looking at pages. The difference between posts, that's for your blog. Pages are where the basic information on your website is added in. You need 5 basic ones. You need the home page. You need an about page. You need a services or resources page. And you need a contact page. That's 4. And then you'll have your blog page. Okay, so let's look at templates. No, that's all in Elementor. We're going to look at appearance. Appearance is where your themes reside. Now for Elementor, I use the basic Hello theme. Your site also comes with free themes. You don't want too many of these saved on your website because they do take up space. So if I were to delete these, I'd click on theme, and there's a little delete button down here in the bottom if you can see it. And click OK. They just add baggage to your website, and eventually baggage will slow you down. So if you have settled on one theme that you're using, the others do not need to be there. I like to leave one as a backup in case this one should ever go belly up. Okay, so those are themes. Customize is where you would customize your theme. All of the WordPress themes now come with a customization. This lets you do your site identity. Looks like I got started here and was explaining this to someone else. You have your menus. You have your homepage settings. So this is where your blog becomes your post page, and I'll show you how to set that up as well. Whenever you make changes in here, you need to publish them. Active theme is now whole. So this is where you would customize it. Different themes have different things within there, the customization to customize, such as colors, fonts, that type of thing. Menus we will set later when we have some pages, and menus become the navigation across the top or wherever you place your navigation on your website. Theme editor, I normally recommend that you do not touch this. This is for coders to come and fix things on your website and to change those. Let's look at the plugins. Plugins are a section on your website. You want them to have very specific plugins. One of them, a brand new install of a WordPress website will come with a variety of plugins. Some of these are not. The ones in blue, all-in-one WordPress migration is one that I've installed on my own websites because I use it as a free backup, and it can migrate to another site. A free backup, it'll create a file which I download to my computer. You can also get it to download into your Dropbox or one of an exterior one, but there was a fee for that. Elementor, I have Pro here. There is a free Elementor. Elementor is a plugin that helps me do block design on my websites. Jetpack. Jetpack is one that WordPress installs now are automatically uploading. Jetpack offers you a ton of benefits. As someone who's used WordPress for a long time, I do not activate it because it tends to get too many things that I have very specific plugins that I recommend. Jetpack could be a good place to begin. As a beginner, I just have not used it. It tends to slow down a website. Having done some recent research on Jetpack, they seem to have improved it a bunch, so it may be one that you want to try. Security, performance, and marketing tools made by WordPress experts. So it's made for WordPress. It's packaged in one big good lump sum. So that Mojo Marketplace is also installed on a basic WordPress install. I do not use this one. This adds shortcode, widgets, and themes to your WordPress site. It's one that you could explore. It's not one that I've recommended. Opt-in Monster is now added also on a new install. Opt-in Monster adds the pop-ups and I highly recommend using pop-ups. It is not the least expensive one at this time. I believe they still give you one free pop-up. It's a pop-up builder plugin, and pop-ups are used to get people to subscribe for your freebies and your lead magnets. Social Snap Lite and WordPress Forms Lite. The Lite versions tend to be the free versions, which are perfectly fine to use, and then you can get pro versions if you are so desired. I'm going to pause this for a second. To add new plugins, there are two places to do that. On the dashboard, you can add new from here, or you can go up to the top and add new. To add a new one, you would just search here. So if you don't have WordPress, some of the SEO plugins are recommended, and there's many that people use. I have a preference. You will develop your own preference. Yoast SEO has a free version. Rank Math has a free version. All-in-one SEO. All of these top three are highly used. What I use to judge a plugin is the number of people with active installations and the ranking. So this has a 5-star, 5 million. This has a 5-star, 1 million. This has a 4.5-star, 3 million. So lots of people are using those. You'll see as you scroll down there are others. You'll get your favorite as you design this. So that's where you would do a new plugin. To do it, you do install now. And once you've installed it, they ask you to activate it. Once you've activated it, it'll show up in your list of installed plugins. Your installed plugins will indicate to you there with a red dot here, like this red dot here, that you need to update them when they've received an update. Plugins need to be updated frequently. WordPress core needs to be updated frequently for security reasons. Because WordPress is an open source coding, there are some people out there with way too much time on their hands that can try to get in and use your website and your hosting for not good purposes. Okay, so plugins. Users, you could name new users for your account. Tools usually is things that are import, export, site health, export personal data. Sometimes a plugin will add information to your tool. So if you add a plugin and wonder where it is, check there. Settings. Settings are key and important. I'm going to open this one. The drop down. General, writing, reading, discussion, media, permalinks. The first one I want you to go in and change is your permalinks. The reason for doing this. Keywords. Keywords are what the search engines use to find your information, and you want your information out there as soon as possible. So if you don't change your permalink structure, you get a funny little tag on the end of each blog post or web page that is a number and a sample. Some of them are long with dates. I highly recommend you jump down to either post name, which gives the name of the post, or custom structure, which indicates that it's also the post name. This ensures that your posts and the keywords that you've worked really hard to research, and you'll do that at another time, gets posted in a way that the search engines can find it. So that's the key and important thing, and it's located under settings. The other thing you'll do eventually is under writing. You're going to have categories for your blog posts, and you want to make sure that this gets changed to a primary topic, primary category that you're writing to. And then you're also going to want to get into the reading section. In reading section, you're going to change whether you want a static page or your latest blog post to appear as the landing page or your home page on your account. For this one, we've set home page, which is a page that we've set, and post page is blog. Now, if I were to go back and let me finish the dashboard first, then I'm going to show you something. Okay, so we've opened Yoast SEO. Now that we installed it, they put it in the dashboard. Social Snap is also there. That is one of the plugins that was installed. So essentially, this is your dashboard. This is where you'll find most everything that you need to work with on your website. Okay, let's go look at the difference between pages and posts. Pages. Pages are the main, as I mentioned before, the main key information on your website. This is where you'll create a home page, you'll create your privacy policy, sample page, about page. This one also, we created a blank blog page. I'm going to right click and open it to view it. So this is the archives page essentially. So if I were to have any blogs or posts that I've created, I'm going to click on posts. This is now the hello world, which you saw there. So that essentially I would delete it, but I'm not going to delete it at this point because it's a good example. But to edit it, I'm going to edit. And here's your title of the page. So we could do now this is the title of the page that needs to be keyword rich. So as you write them, you'll have titles. Titles will be key and important. This is the main block section to begin writing your blog. Now I've covered this information in another post at this time. This is just your basic introduction, but you always need to, when you're done, to update it. What's also interesting is to view post. It'll show me the changes that I've made. It's got my share, social share there. Welcome to WordPress. This is your first post. It gives people an opportunity to respond. Now, if I wanted to change my permalink, I would go to Edit Post. Down this side, you'll see posts. You can insert different blocks. But here it's showing the URL, Fractal Labs with Hello World. That's not, I have changed to sample blog post. Now you're going to probably, as you explore your keywords, need to change that. So I'm going to click on that. What pops up is my permalink. And here I'm going to make sure that it puts in sample. Look, I got to spell that right, Sam. And what you'll see is it's changing the URL down below. That's what I want. And it changed it here. Okay, so then I would update it again. So I'm securing the fact that my blog post is named with the keywords that I want it to show up for. And I will view post. So that's a quick look at the dashboard and all the things in here. Installing your dashboard, it automatically happens when you create your installation through Softalicious. And I'm going to stop there, and we will pick up the next time.